over the nose. Thank you.
What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemian, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. If I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
announcement from Benjamin C. Steele talking to you about wearing a mask. Not this one, but this one. With everything going on right now with this pandemic, you need to wear a mask. My mask is for your safety. Your mask is for mine. I don't care what your uncles, brothers, best friends, mailman's, roommates from college put on social media. Chances are they didn't think it through, and there's a very better than average chance that they're an idiot. So when you go outside, you put on your little mask over your face, put the little straps around your ears, and we're all going to be a lot safer. This is a team.
Mercer, one half of the tag team champions. I'm here to tell you that if you want to be a champion, if you want to survive this thing, wear your freaking mask, okay? It comes in all different colors. You can get Eclipse Blue, JC White and Black, or even hell, Blue and Gold. But guys, please, also remember, please, it goes over the nose. Over the nose. Thank you.
for a foot or an inch. Yeah, I fight for you all. It's the truth and I'm in. Yeah, I fight for referee breath.
What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Bro here, man. And this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Announcement from Benjamin C. Steele talking to you about wearing a mask. Not this one, but this one. With everything going on right now with this pandemic, you need to wear a mask. My mask is for your safety. Your mask is for mine. I don't care what your uncles, brothers, best friends, mailman's roommate from college put on social media. Chances are they didn't think it through, and there's a very better than average chance that they're an idiot. So when you go outside, you put on your little mask over your face, put the little straps around your ears, and we're all going to be a lot safer. This is a team.
Mercer, one half of the tag team champions. I'm here to tell you that if you want to be a champion, if you want to survive this thing, wear your freaking mask, okay? It comes in all different colors. You can get Eclipse Blue, JC White and Black, or even hell, Blue and Gold. But guys, please, also remember, please, it goes over the nose. Over the nose. Thank you.
a foot or an inch. Yeah, I fight for you all. Is the truth and I'm in. Yeah, I fight for referee breath.
What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemian, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Announcement from Benjamin C. Steele talking to you about wearing a mask. Not this one, but this one. With everything going on right now with this pandemic, you need to wear a mask. My mask is for your safety. Your mask is for mine. I don't care what your uncles, brothers, best friends, mailman's roommate from college put on social media. Chances are they didn't think it through, and there's a very better than average chance that they're an idiot. So when you go outside, you put on your little mask over your face, put the little straps around your ears, and we're all going to be a lot safer. This is a team.
Mercer, one half of the Tag Team Champions. I'm here to tell you that if you want to be a champion, if you want to survive this thing, wear your freaking mask, okay? It comes in all different colors. You can get Eclipse Blue, JC White and Black, or even hell, Blue and Gold. But guys, please, also remember, please, it goes over the nose. Over the nose. Thank you.
For a foot or an inch, yeah, I fight for you all. Is the truth and I'm in, yeah, I fight for referee breath that I
discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndyWrestling.us and IndyWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Just Pro Wrestling News Podcast. No filler, no pop-ups. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show.
just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back.
It's Wrestling Mayhem Show 800 and something or other. Tuesdays we've been talking about professionalized wrestling. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitter, here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in a very stormy Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. By the way, we are live, and if we do drop, it's because there is some pretty crazy thunderstorms rolling through the area. So we've had a little bit of flickering here earlier tonight. I understand there's more on the way, so just roll with us on this. If we do disappear on your feed, it's probably because there's no feed. So yes. What? Oh, okay. But anyways, we're gonna get into. We're gonna have a fun night planned for you guys tonight. First of all, from Beacon, New York, he is the only Mayhemmer with a future endeavor letter from the WWE. It is Mad Mike.
Hi, Sorg. I'm representing Matt Hardy version 1 tonight.
Oh,
of my
good.
Infinity Gauntlet.
You got the Lego Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah. Yeah, V1.
Well, if I could ride a tornado or slam a tornado. What was the
Slap a tornado.
If I could slap a tornado, it was really apt tonight. Actually,
Try up a sea, yeah.
Yes, and that wonderful angelic voice you just heard there singing was the grizzled vet himself, Ronnie Starks, turned video professional. It would seem that's getting his own gigs without me now. This is impressive.
Hey, you told me make that money.
You're working the business, man. I love it.
am.
You found the man who has worked every job in professional wrestling, Ronnie Starks.
Me and my Tengu warrior.
Manager, referee that's apparently I've worked with for 10 years and never knew it.
Dude, we have been around each other for a long time.
I love it.
And we just didn't know.
Listen, I just posted because of that Defy thing that we talked about last night. I found the Jon Moxley match from 2009 that I got to film ringside for. Were you there for that? Actually, I didn't look. I should look back at it. Maybe I just look at the image and see if
He was probably the ref.
See if you're the fucking referee.
I actually was the ref for that.
You were?
I ref Jon Moxley's match, yes.
Like the Moxley. wait, Moxley and Callahan versus Delirious and Daisy Hayes. You ref that?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
This is into the Mayhem
Hold on,
verse.
because I
love
tweeted it earlier and didn't even fucking look at the referee. That's how invisible you were to me back then, and I mean that with all love.
No,
that's a sign of a
I'm pretty
good referee.
sure. I'm pretty sure I did.
Okay.
But I remember on that show, it was the Kings of Wrestling versus. Fuck, who do they face?
Was it like Founding Fathers or some shit like that?
I don't know, but I ref
Like-
that match,
Yeah.
and then I ref that big. I don't know. Oh shit! I don't know if it was that, or I know I did the El Generico match.
Where's my tweet? I know I tweeted this earlier. This is weirding me out now.
Sure.
What's that?
I shared it.
Excellent. Oh, I found it. And that voice is our special guest for the night, Jen Doe, joining us from Chicagoland. Hello. Jen we'll talk about more later, but she's been working with us for about a year now on the Warrior Wrestling shows, and she also is doing some business without me, and that's fantastic. And we'll talk about those experiences. Thank you for coming on with us.
Yeah, of course. It's a pleasure to be on here. It's an honor.
Somebody asked if you were giving me a tattoo tonight, and I said no. She's in Chicago.
If I could teleport, you know.
That's right. I am very close to deciding on my first tattoo. Well, I've decided it. I just need to decide.
Okay, while we're on the topic of tattoos, I have a real quick question because I have no tattoos. I've always wanted to get tattoos here of spider webs in white ink.
Mm.
What's the pain factor?
I mean,
Right.
wrist isn't the most pleasant area.
Okay.
No,
I
it is
won't
not.
say it's, easy or anything, but it's not awful. I mean, your arm is generally the easiest place to get tattooed. After you're done getting your arms tattooed, everything else is just a little more difficult.
See?
Okay.
See?
Or less, it's just not as pleasant.
If you have
Okay.
any tattoo questions in the chat room live with us, we're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. We have that all up, and we'll pass those along through the show. I'm looking at. I don't think I've told my idea since, given my profession, I'm looking to do a microphone and maybe have a cord come up around, kind of thing. So
That'd be fun.
That's
So kind of like the Sandman.
And
set
on your
with the
shoulder
barbed wire,
blades, you should have 2 turntables.
no. That's
two
not,
turntables and a microphone.
no. It's
Thank you, Ronnie.
Oh.
Damn it. Damn it, guys.
That's-
Damn it. Okay. All right. By the way, before we get any further, I did pull up the match. I think there might be a second match he was there for. But this is, unless Ronnie, definitely.
That's not me.
I don't know. But I'm really angry about how baggy this referee's clothes are and a long sleeve shirt. What the fuck is this about?
I know exactly who it is. I just can't think of his name.
Right?
But I was on that show.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. That's the Ronnie era, and a very
Yes.
skinny ass Jon Moxley. Anyways, this is the Wrestling Mayhem Show. You can email us at that email address.
Good times.
Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. You can also hit us up at 412-206-WMS0 is the hotline. Leave a message. It's already on your phone, on your ex-girlfriend's phone number, most likely. And it's what you do. That's how we get the drunk texts, right? Also,
I'm gonna do that now.
you should, right? You're like,
You say that's how we get drug tests?
what's that?
Drunk tech.
Yeah.
Drunk tests.
Oh,
Drunk
drunk
text.
Drug test. That's how we get the drug test, brother.
We do not drug test on this show. Most of us will probably fail. But anyway, Tuesdays. The well-medicated Mayhem show. I did just come back from Seattle, so
It's legal.
yeah, it's mostly legal here. I think New York. I think he'll have some questions.
Decriminalized.
Decriminalized. Fantastic. We can all have a good time at mayhemshow.com. But anyways, we also have a lot of great communities where your drunk ass can also be on. Wrestling Mayhem Show Facebook group, as well as the Wrestling Mayhem Show Discord and Reddit. Of course, the Discord is linked over at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. And we're live every Tuesday, around about when I get time zones right, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Wrestling Mayhem Show Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, on the Sorgatron Media Twitch, and on the IndyWrestling.us Twitch and YouTube. And might be on the Twitter for that as well, because I think I clicked the box that I wasn't supposed to. Surprise! And of course you can join us live when we do have most of the. I think all but that last one. We have the chat rooms up in front of us, so we can get all of your tattoo and wrestling questions and such. And also thank you to our Patreon supporters at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. Big thanks to everybody supporting the show over there. Our friends at the fan of the show level, Bo Diggity! Woo! As well as Ed Burke and Team Hammer Fist. And by the way, big thanks to Team Hammer Fist, who is hooking us up next week with our guest that I want to make sure I get this right. Shazzy Boatwright will be joining us on the show to talk about the Showabunga show coming up. So very excited about that. And also our friends at the Poppy Club level on Patreon, Dave Podner and Bobby F. J-Town, Pizza Club, Doc Remedy, and The Riz of Riz Plays Games. And at the manager level, Bradley and the mother of dragons herself, Tina Keys, who I got to have brunch with on Sunday in Seattle. That was fantastic. Mayhem
lovely picture.
You like our picture in front of the Space Needle? Yeah, and I don't know if I posted. We also pointed at it, so we have that for pointing season. For WrestleMania, so as you do.
Imagine having WrestleMania at the top of the Space Needle.
How did you enjoy Seattle?
I love Seattle. I did the slideshow over on AwesomeCast, but I roamed around. It feels like Pittsburgh, but bigger and rainier, which actually it feels like Pittsburgh.
So Gotham.
So Gotham, yes, exactly.
It's like a city with a view. I love that place.
I love it. I'm on the train and I'm looking out and I'm seeing mountains. And I'm like, this is like the best public transit scene I've ever been part of.
Totally.
Like it's fantastic. But as you guys support the show, of course, at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. So let's get into it. So what is the news, guys? What is the wrestling news? Is there anything today?
There's apparently a pay-per-view this weekend.
There's a pay-per-view this weekend. All right, let's get started with that. And we'll,
the fewest fucking title defenses I've ever seen on a post-Mania pay-per-view.
We were talking, so it's WrestleMania Backlash. I almost said WrestleMania Revenge, but
Sorg, there is not a single male title being defended so far.
What?
There's not a singles male title that's being defended so far.
Like
the only title match I think is booked is Charlotte versus Ronda. That's it.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. Because Bianca doesn't have a match, and she probably should. Raw Women's Champion and all.
Yeah.
Are you talking logic right now?
I'm talking buy rate, something. Because there's no draw to watch this show.
The draw is you're on Comcast. So you have the little pop up that comes on. You click it. And you're watching wrestling. That's what we're at right now. It's not that. I mean, but honestly, like Cody versus Seth, that's going to be great. We got AJ versus Edge again. And some people.
No, you don't.
We.
Oh wait, yeah. Oh yeah. With Damian
it's still on the website.
Barred from ringside. Well, barred from ringside. Yeah, sorry, I was confused for a second.
And then
I thought they did the logical thing and scrapped that match and did Bullet Club versus Judgment Day, but they didn't.
And then, are you ready for the barn burner that will be Happy Corbin versus Madcap Moss?
Oh boy.
I feel bad. I feel bad for that because I really like I like Corbin.
I like both their work, honestly.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be a good match, but
it's really just we're
who
running
the
back.
Fuck cares?
It's really a lot of we're running back WrestleMania. It just looks like a repeat of WrestleMania in a smaller
but
venue.
with none of the title matches.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Isn't like Backlash WrestleMania Revenge or something?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that?
it's WrestleMania Backlash, but like
So it is.
I don't know.
Because
It's
as
just-
we've determined, WrestleMania season has now extended, just like Christmas, and just lasts like 2 months now. So
Nobody asked for this.
Nobody asked for this. But
Okay,
you know,
first of all, yesterday was the official day of halfway to Halloween, so I don't appreciate everybody dragging on Christmas. It's Halloween season now.
Ronnie,
Started yesterday. Okay.
Okay.
Before that,
Ronnie,
Thank
it is
you.
Star Wars season.
Tomorrow is Star Wars season, but then
Yes.
it's Halloween.
No, today is Star Wars season because the 501st, then you go to May the 4th, then you go Revenge of the 5th,
Revenge of the Sith.
then you
Yeah.
go Rise of the 6th.
I guess I gotta watch all the damn movies in the next 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you
And
do.
plus, Obi-Wan is at the end of the month, so hello there, motherfucker.
And then
like-
somewhere in there, Moon Knight is going to have a finale tomorrow. So
Moon Knight's having a finale like
At 3 o'clock in the morning.
At 3 in the morning. So
okay, some of us don't watch Moon Knight at 3 in the morning because their wife.
I'm
is
going
some
to-
of us
Okay.
do.
Somebody.
Some of us do because
I'm there with-
insomnia
right.
is real.
And don't forget, what the fuck is that movie coming out on Friday? Strange.
Doctor
Strange comes out Friday.
Doctor Strange.
Somebody's trying to get me. Somebody on AwesomeCast is trying to get me to go pick them up the popcorn bucket at a AMC theater because it's the cube that Spider-Man was stealing in the last movie. So
I gotta go to AMC.
Yeah. I got my tickets.
Hey,
got
guys.
my tickets.
Look, spoilers for Doctor Strange. He's in a TARDIS.
Oh, there you go.
You rat bastard.
That's cool.
What Legos don't you have, man? It's
He's everything.
Star Wars ones. Yet
yet.
You don't have
I've refrained, but they had a May the 4th be with you special where if you buy a certain amount, you get Aunt Beru's kitchen. And I'm like, well, I need Aunt Beru's kitchen, so I bought all the dioramas.
Oh.
Yep.
you're gonna be busy soon.
Pretty much.
You know what you don't have, Mike?
What don't I have, Ronnie?
My Tengu Warriors.
Pretty sweet.
They're
Damn it.
just fucking bird people, Ronnie.
Hey, they're pretty
They're
awesome.
just bird
Hey,
people.
hey.
They can't be defeated unless there's sticks involved,
What
and their sticks have a whistling sound.
What are we talking about right now? Which Power Rangers was this?
That was the movie.
The movie.
The original, not the original, or the new movie?
Yeah, the original movie.
The original movie had the Tengu Warriors. Man,
Yeah.
I gotta go rewatch.
My
it.
Tengu.
It's on HBO Max.
Is it? Oh, is it?
Tengu
Oh, damn! I'm gonna.
Warriors.
Hold
All right,
on.
Sorg. After
Yeah.
the show, we'll just do a watch along of the original Power Rangers movie.
I'm okay with it.
Well, I mean, I gotta pull it up. We could put on. We could go on Spaces and do it.
Yeah, let's
I
do it.
like it.
Wait for
I
me to
like
go
it.
home and start editing the show, and then we can do a
Mhm.
watch along. So
Yeah.
Let's do
Or
it.
you-
right, we all got the
100%.
facts.
Studio.
Yeah, we'll watch that until Moon Knight comes on, and then we'll just watch Moon Knight.
Oh, jeez.
Exactly, because Mike and I are going to do a watch along midnight at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Moon Knight.
Oh my! You know, I did take my brother to see the Power Rangers movie because we would watch it every day before we went to school, and you know, he's of that age that he couldn't go by himself, so I took him because I was like, you know, didn't want to publicly admit I like Power Rangers, but I like Power Rangers, you know, that age, you know.
But it's okay, though.
But
Like,
oh,
Power
it's
Rangers
okay
is
now.
shit.
It is. Oh, it is. It absolutely is. But man,
I ran that VHS ragged when I was a kid.
well, that was the Ninja Turtles 2 and the Ghostbusters 2 tapes for me. So
Yeah.
those are the ones that have seen some days. So what is happening over here? Said you have fun with that, says Tina. And those figures probably look better than they did in the movie. So actually, God, since we're going down this rat hole, I recommend Toy Galaxy on YouTube with some great kind of flashback documentary stuff about mostly Saturday morning and toy-related cartoons. And they do a special on the Power Rangers movie and the production hell that movie
Oh,
went
yeah.
through.
How
I had-
everybody got dropped
I
out.
had no idea. And they've been doing a lot of series on Ninja Turtles, and they've done the first 2 movies so far on Ninja
Toy
Turtles
Galaxy.
and the cartoon. So, and I've only recently, like in the last several years, learned how fucked up the production on the original Ninja Turtles movie was. like all the injuries and things like that, and how they're just like shipping in people from overseas and shit when somebody got hurt. You know, like it was pretty nutty and not great. So
This is totally gonna age me, but I remember growing up and I had the Ninja Turtles paint program, and I got to like basically like it was like color in whatever with the paint colors, but
I love it.
yeah, remember having a lot of fun with that.
yeah, well, yeah, I went to the first day of actually I went to the first day of the Ninja Turtles movie, and I got turned away because it was sold out.
Oh, that's
My all right. So Dave Bodner won Mike Facts, because I said I was representing Matt Hardy. The first Mike Fact is my first date ever was for the first Ninja Turtles movie.
Your first
yeah.
date?
My
That's
first
what's up.
date. It was chaperoned by her dad,
Okay.
Oh,
and because I'm a dork, I bought 4 carnations, 1 red, 1 orange, 1 purple, and 1 blue, because we were going to see Ninja Turtles.
that's awesome. That is so cool.
God, you were a fucking player, man.
Right?
No, I was not.
got the moves.
I
There's-
was absolutely not.
I mean, come on.
Mike's
Hey,
like, you want to
hey,
hear about my secret of the
fuck.
news?
Excuse my language.
Oh God. Well, I want to bring this back around to wrestling because they pulled up Ninja Turtles on HBO Max.
Kevin Nash was in Ninja Turtles too.
There you go. Well,
Super Shredder.
well, around with that, but the Power Rangers thing. So the also more like this, and they do have 3 ninjas
Holy
and
shit!
High Noon at Mega Mountain, starring a full head of hair Hulk Hogan.
He looks like John Cena does now.
I don't think I've ever seen this one.
Stop.
I didn't know the 3 ninja movies were on there. Oh my god!
Yeah, yeah. There's a
I
3
don't,
ninjas
I
knuckle
don't
up.
think the first one is. I think it's just Knuckle Up and High Noon at
All
Mega
the
Now.
straight to video ones, right? You
Yeah.
know, yeah. This is all straight to video.
It
shit.
takes 2 with the Olsen twins.
Oh, no.
Fuck yeah!
You are
Damn.
scary excited about that. All right, I got you. Mouse Hunt.
Hey,
How about some Mouse Hunt?
Sword,
That was like
Sword.
my era.
You never downplay
Mouse
a
Hunt was
Steve
a great
Gutenberg movie.
What?
That's just a rule of thumb. You never downplay a Steve Gutenberg movie.
That was a Steve Gutenberg? Oh,
Mhm.
geez.
Mouse Hunt was a
Pretty sure.
good movie.
What the fuck?
There's a lot of things in Mouse Hunt that won't pass for nowadays.
Oh, yeah?
Mouse Hunt's a good
Oh
movie.
yeah.
Like,
I don't remember.
Oh
there-
yeah. Mouse Hunt. There's definitely forcible contact in a PG
I
movie.
remember seeing it in theater with my parents, and it was pretty disturbing at some parts. I do remember that. I
It was-
remember being like, "Oh, this is really gross." I know there was a gross scene. I remember a gross scene. Isn't it the beginning
I know there's one at the
where it's
end
like
where like
the restaurant or something, or was that was maybe a different movie?
I know there's something at the end where like the 2 male leads just like shove their hands up like a woman's dress trying to look for the mouse.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they seem to be into it, so you know, it's just weird.
Nathan Lane, Lee Evans,
Didn't age well.
Oh,
Christopher
it-
Walken.
It was
that
that.
legend.
It was that innocent year of 1997.
Yeah.
Sure.
We were all discovering
Where
ourselves. then.
where we were all telling everyone to suck it and flipping off the middle finger.
That is true. That is
mean, that was-
true.
That was a positive for that year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
It's like me rewatching the Spawn cartoon series right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm that too.
How was I allowed to watch that as a child?
I did that a lot.
I'm
Ronnie's
pretty
wa-
sure no one knew I was watching it as a child.
Ro-
And
Ronnie's
then I'm
wa-
like, why was I allowed to watch wrestling as a child when they let me watch this crap?
Yeah, yeah. Ronnie's like, my parents might not have been good. It's just.
I'm like, I wonder why I'm so desensitized as an adult. And I'm like, holy shit, I watched some messed up shit as a child.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're just HBO shows are really good with that because they're just like we're just gonna show unflattering penises in comedy shows and just you think you're watching a cartoon? Here's a full-on sex scene, you know,
I mean,
because we're HBO. Fuck you. It was basically that back then.
We all were in the era of Rotten.com, right? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah,
and we
Sure
we
were.
were why we
Oh
sensitive
boy.
now, you know, like
yeah, yeah. You're certain-
I remember my days of searching Rotten.com.
yeah, me and my friends would gather around her computer and scar ourselves for life. Yeah, it was fun.
I remember there being I'm not going to get into gory details, but there was a person hit by a train, and then,
Oof. Oof.
Oh,
and
geez.
then there was some cannibalism on there too.
Now that shit just pops up on Twitter because like one night I think I talked about it on here. One night Jeff Hardy was trending, and it was the guy that jumped off the overpass in L.A. And I was like,
Jeez.
oh, like Jeff Hardy, what's this clip? Wait, what's that guy doing? Oh God, you know.
Yeah.
It took like three watch throughs to figure it out.
Do they have his what were those stupid videos they were doing? Because you're with me and I'm free. Did they play that song in the background?
No, like the Nickelback song.
Yeah,
Or
did they play the
Creed or
Nickelback as
something?
he jumped off the bridge? Like,
No.
No. I mean, if I was listening to Nickelback, maybe.
I'm sorry, we just met for the first
Sorry.
time. I'm a very grim person, so I apologize.
I don't know, but for some reason I just ended up with this idea in the head of everybody gather around that computer, looking at Rotten.com with like Nickelback blasting in the background.
God.
Like that's a scene right there.
I think we need to do it.
No, we
Sounds like
don't.
awful.
No,
When I
no,
wanna
no.
do-
That's
really
how
gonna-
horror movies start, Ronnie.
Well, that's going to be the tent pole of what we build a movie around for our independent film debut. But anyways, holy shit. So either way, obviously we're not as interested
So there's
in
a
this,
pay-per-view on
in this
Sunday.
WWE
Yes.
pay-per-view this weekend. Oh my
It's called
God.
WWE's Rotten.com.
Yeah.
No.
You know what? If you're not interested, go watch other wrestling. There's other stuff. Catch up with last week since there was like 4 fucking shows that you like. I'm still trying to watch from the weekend.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, that's not to say, like, all right, to give some positive, that main event is going to be a banger.
Oh, absolutely,
The
absolutely.
main event's going to be a fucking banger and a half. Like,
Yes.
it's going to be a really good match. I'm very excited to watch the match. It doesn't mean a fucking thing, but it's going to be a good match.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. You know, if you're again, I'm always of the opinion if you just pop into these pay-per-views and stuff, and I'm trying to do my due diligence. I set up a TV to put NXT on in the background during the show, so I at least have a passing idea of the color vomit professional wrestling that it is right now. What the fuck are we doing right now? There's so many colors. The palette. I feel like we went to NXT 2.0 and like, what's our color palette? We got blue, we got red for Raw, and we're just
Sorry,
like,
their
how
color
about
palette is all.
the rest of it? Control A, you know, like what the? It's just it's unsettling how much color there is in this thing. Wrestling needs to be darker, or maybe that's just me. But
I mean, that's the colorful one, you know? Let it be colorful.
But shouldn't it be? We're talking about Saturday Morning Slam a couple weeks ago,
Or,
right?
you know what the color palette is of NXT 2.0? Green. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh.
Jokes!
I don't think anybody's making money off of this one right now. There was news. Another round of releases. I think 10 releases, all from NXT. It's including Malcolm Bivens that was just a contract, unrenewed contract. He was asked back in February, according to Sean Ross Sapp. Dexter Loomis. Indy is already making awkward eyes at somebody else. That tramp.
No,
without-
they were... No, because Persia also got let go.
Oh.
So
Wait, so that's how they're playing it?
That
They're
was
the
Duke
ones that were like
Hudson,
making
yeah.
out in the middle of the ring or something?
Yeah.
So
that
now-
was Duke Hudson.
So we're just gonna slam these two together in a relationship angle.
No, they turned away from each other. So that's the end.
There
of
was
the
a
story.
moment. They had a moment.
But Sorg, that was the end of the storyline.
What was that really? We just like had a scene to just say, and that was it.
Well, I
End
mean,
scene.
when you have a storyline of 2 couples and you fire one half of each of those couples,
Yeah.
that's the end of the storyline. But
Yeah.
the biggest loss was Dakota Kai's gone. That's
Absolutely.
very upsetting.
God, she was
Very
so
upsetting.
good.
How
What a
Dakota
waste.
Kai wasn't the second coming of Bailey, I'll never know.
Mm-mm.
They just made terrible decisions. Like, why would you get rid of Dakota Kai?
Yeah.
Although, I will say, because it's an NXT contract, if we don't see in 31 days Stokely Hathaway taking over the contract of Jade Cargill, I fucking quit.
That's a hard take on that. That's.
Can you imagine Malcolm Bivens managing Jade Cargill? Can you imagine Malcolm Bivens wrangling the baddies? That's a show in and of itself.
Yeah, yeah, I dig that. I dig that idea.
That's a show in it of itself.
And it's not like Mark Sterling isn't doing our stuff. He's
Nope.
managing Sterling.
It's not like it's not that he's doing bad.
Yeah, he's managing Tony Nese, so he can peel off and do that and be like, hey, I got new services and da 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 da.
Yeah,
we diversify
this
a little bit.
Hey, listen, you want to focus on Tony Nese? I get that. I found new representation.
Yeah, you got me here. Now I got the next guy. You know, it's like, listen, you were the brother Love, and this is the you were the. Wait, yeah, you were the brother Love.
Right.
I'm sorry, I was going like $1 Million Man to begin with for some reason.
Well,
but
because Ted DiBiase brought out Taker, but Taker's manager was Paul Bearer.
Well, but originally Brother Love though, wasn't it?
I mean, yeah, Brother Love. Yeah.
Brother Love. So that was the manager when he brought him out, and then they swapped for Paul Bearer. Yeah, there's a story. I think I heard a Bruce Pritchard story about why that happened at some point too. So, anyways. But, yes, budget cuts. Yeah, right? And almost the day before the quarter report, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man. There was we were talking about, amongst wrestling people, and they said, yeah, really, they should not make a big deal and call these contracts when they sign people. They're more just, like, temporary. Agreements and, things like that. Like, because, like, what the hell does a contract mean in WWE anymore, right? So, like, it doesn't, because it's like, well, we're going to let you go because reasons, and most people don't even get half of that from the sounds of things. So, but again, that's okay, because wrestling is better than ever, and the cream will rise to the top, and for some reason I want to do a Macho Man promo to that. So, anyways. But if you want to watch some guilt-free professional wrestling, head over to IndyWrestling.us. A lot of stuff happening there. We have the new Victory Championship Wrestling Sweet Victory with Madman Fulton and Super Oprah. If you've not experienced Super Oprah, definitely check this out. And a lot also the Beastman, of course, featured as well. And of course, our good friends with Rise Wrestling, Fear Itself, still rolling with their champ, Pretty Boy Smooth, taking on, I think he took on Edric Everhart, I believe, in the main event of that one. We also have the recent Prospect Pro Wrestling show, the Forsaken show, with the main event of Jamie Jamison defending his top prospect championship against Jason Gory of the Culmination. A lot of great stuff, all inclusive in the IndyWrestling.us network at IndyWrestling.network. You can get a free 7-day trial. Also, those shows are over on YouTube if you prefer to do the YouTube membership idea, and of course on VOD and DVD options as well. And of course, newest episode of Heaven and Hell, the Rev Ron Hunt and Chris Taylor story, which is the return of the Circle, the fallout from the baptism episode from the week before. And of course, the finale, the Steel Cage finale, will be up this week on Indie Wrestling Network. Go check that out. A lot of great content and a lot of very interesting content coming soon to the platforms and to other platforms, maybe. And of course, hey, go check out, because we're going to talk about it in a moment here, Warrior Wrestling. The back catalog is she got excited. She's like, I did that. Warrior Wrestling, the back catalog is over there on the on IndyWrestling.us VOD. If you want to go check it out on that platform, we have I think we have the first Warrior Wrestling, and we have everything since I came by in late 2020 with the Stadium Series. So actually, I think I might be missing a show, if I'm not mistaken. I'd like the last June show. But we're going to try to fill all that out here in the coming months. And of course, recent shows, including that last one with Blake Christian and Will Ospreay, that amazing show, is going to be on there in a few weeks as well. So stay tuned for all of that. And speaking of which, because she's like, man, I'm getting you excited just talking about it. Jendo,
I'm so upset.
you had to miss that one, unfortunately. So
I was so pumped for that show and just to be able to do camera for that show. And then I had to get the COVIDs.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I mean, but hey, you know, we got to play it safe. So that was at South Bend, and you got to work that event before that the Bendix Arena. The cool,
Yeah.
like the crowd is like vertical behind all the wrestlers as they're walking out and everything. It's just some of the coolest shots that we've done at a wrestling show.
Definitely.
So
That's really cool.
So I want everybody to get to know you for a moment, because you know, with Warrior Wrestling, you know, we were, you know, sourcing videographers from interesting places, and you came in as you're training to be a wrestler at Freelance Wrestling, right?
Yeah, Freelance Wrestling Academy.
Yeah, up there in Chicago, and you came in and started helping us out with video, and have become pretty damn good at it, actually. So. So we have two I wouldn't say former, two people in the wrestling business in different stages. You early, Ronnie later, and both found yourself in video. You know, how did you kind of take to that?
Me?
Yes. Because we've heard Ronnie's story a million times. On here.
I mean, I was just at Warrior helping out on behalf of Freelance. There's a lot of freelance kids that we all go and help out at the Warrior shows. And Steve came up to me and he's like, we need somebody to do floor cam. Is anybody comfortable doing camera duty? And I just said, I'll give it a go. And met you. And then, you know, it was a huge honor since I'm a wrestler in training, being able to be ringside for such incredible wrestlers, and be able to study up close. Basically, that's just something I didn't really expect to do so early on in my wrestling training or anything. So I really, really love doing camera and being able to basically study ringside and learn as much as I can and take it all in.
I mean, this, you know, for those unfamiliar, if it's your first time on the show, like Warrior Wrestling, as I don't know if this is a coined phrase that I started using this past week, but they're kind of a dream match machine. Between, you know, I think Defy is the same thing, you know, or, you know, for things like that, you know, guys like Will Ospreay coming in, guys like, you know, geez, I don't even know where to start with things. With things that come through there. Thunder Rosa coming through, right? Athena, you know, all you Dante.
Kylie Ray.
What's that?
Kylie
Ray, Dante Martin. You know, it's incredible the talent that they have coming through there. I mean, it's a who's who of televised wrestling and indie wrestling, right? So, but so you're able to kind of, so is this like the ultimate tape study for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I get to really watch. I get to pay attention to a lot of things at once. So, and then also get to try and make these wrestlers look as amazing as I think they are. So. It's kind of just like, I have so much respect for everybody that I'm shooting, and they're where I want to be in the future, you know? So to be able to sit ringside or stand ringside and be able to, you know, get them at awesome angles and see how they react to where all the cameras are, and you know, know where their camera positions are and all that fun stuff. It's really, truly an honor to be able to do.
Absolutely. Now, and I know this ran into, I think you started working with AAW, and I believe you did a GCW show at least once, right?
I've done a couple GCW shows now and a couple AAW, yeah.
So you kind of got in a whole different circle of wrestling here.
Yeah, I got very lucky. I was able to, the first time I did GCW, that was from you, right? You messaged me with Michael Moran's info and said they needed for War Games, and I about had a heart attack at first. Oh my God. I love GCW, and they're definitely one of my favorite companies. So to be able to do camera for the Art of War Games was just like, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Absolutely. So that was fun. That was fun to be able to just like hop up and be like, I was like helping out all day, and then I was like, oh, surprise, hopping up on camera. Hope that's cool. And it was a blast to be able to do something like that. And then I did the collective with them this time around in Dallas.
I remember you being at the collective, and I think it was the first night you were working with us, and you worked on the Memorial Super Show that they do every year. And I think I remember you geeking out about Suzuki.
Oh God, that was like such a that was so funny and so embarrassing at the same time before the show started when we were there talking. Yeah, it was Thatcher.
Oh, that's right. Was that when he walked up to me and I didn't know who he was in the shadow?
No, that was when this is okay, yeah, this is my fun embarrassing moment, or the first fun embarrassing moment in Dallas, where you gave me the list of the lineup for what we were shooting that day for the memorial show, because it wasn't online anywhere, and I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And I took the list and I saw Thatcher's name and I spun around real dumb because I was so excited, and I said Thatcher, and then Keith Lee just passes me. And I was like, fuck. And you just started laughing at me a lot. So that was super fun and embarrassing.
Yeah, it was like half the show before I even knew Keith Lee was sitting behind us in production. So and he was like right below you. I think you might have been on hard cam that night or something, right?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's been an incredible year in general. Yeah, it's so I mean, I know you've had a little bit of injury and stuff that may have been delaying your wrestling training. I think you told me, right?
Yeah, a couple.
But I mean, but has this helped? You know, are you seeing kind of a market help when you're getting into the training and kind of progressing?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially like now, I kind of have an idea of certain angles on how to work things. But I think, yeah, just watching so many wrestlers that are such a high caliber, and being able to be around for all of those matches up close, it definitely, I feel like, helps in the ring for sure.
Absolutely. What's your highest point of these shows so far? Is it Tom Lawlor with the New Kids on the Block dancing like we're showing here?
I think man, there's so many good matches. Like Warrior Wrestling, like you said, they put on such great shows and they have so many awesome wrestlers come in. I think that was one of my favorite matches to shoot for sure. Him and Anthony
Henry,
yeah. That was a great match. But Will Ospreay versus Brian Cage was also really, really cool for me. My ultimate was probably Thunder Rosa versus Kylie Ray. I think that was my first time doing camera. First or second, for sure. And because Kylie's one of my trainers, and I look up to her so much. She's such an incredible wrestler. And I also look up to Thunder Rosa so much. So that was probably still like my top tier wrestling match, just because they're incredible women wrestlers that I look up to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Awesome. So what's the outlook? When are we going to see you in the ring? When am I going to lose you as a videographer? Is what I want to know. Putting you on the spot here.
I mean, when I do start doing stuff in ring, like for wrestling shows, I definitely still want to do videography, like and do camera every now and then as well. But that's a secret. I guess you guys will just have to keep following me and see when I get.
Tell us now.
I can't. I cannot.
Fine.
Classified information.
It's gonna be one of these shows where she's like, I'm not available for this Warrior show, and then she like I see her on the run sheet. I'm like, what the hell?
That'd be pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure when exactly I will be having my first match yet, but just keep posted, or keep following me and watching to see if I announce anything.
There you go. There you go. And if you're in Chicago, you are also a tattoo artist. I know you were doing some tattoos even down at WrestleCon, WrestleMania week, right? For Dallas.
I did. I guest spotted at Depiction Art or Depiction Tattoo Gallery in Arlington, Texas after Mania weekend. And it was absolutely incredible. The owner, Sam, is an angel, and I was able to work alongside some amazing artists. So I will definitely be back at Depiction.
Awesome. Good to see.
I just saw you did a Bart Simpson Pentagon Jr. tattoo.
Yes.
That's honestly fucking amazing.
I don't know who was more excited for that tattoo, me, the guy getting it, or his son. Like, because I was absolutely, I was geeked. Like, I was just so excited to do that tattoo. And I was just grinning from ear to ear, like, the entire time I was doing it. It was so much fun. And seeing his kid's face light up when I finished the tattoo and it was all done was awesome, because he really loves the Lucha Brothers, and as do I. So it was really awesome. It was something special for sure. Yeah.
Awesome. By the way, we have from the chat room, Tina in Seattle says, side note, love the pinhead painting behind you, which I think you said you just put up, right?
Yeah, I finally put that up. That's a painting by my good friend Jody Cox out of Chicago. Support your friends.
There you go.
And yeah, it's awesome. It's actually 3D. If I just hung it up, and it has like one of those things that's like for 50 pounds maybe, because it's a really heavy painting.
Yeah.
So if I die mid podcast, I apologize.
Well, we just blame Pinhead
out of it.
Yes, it seems appropriate, right?
So the nails are actually coming out of the painting, because that's
nice. Pinhead. Doug Bradley, a friend of the.
Oh wow,
that's freaking
awesome. That's wild.
I love everybody's like looking in their Zoom sideways at it.
Yeah,
if that makes any difference.
That's wild.
Hey, did you know Zoom's 3D now?
3D.
I actually have 3D movies and 3D glasses to watch them on my projector. It's pretty dope.
Nice. Doug Bradley is a friend of the network. We interviewed him some years ago at the museum, and then it just ended up talking about soccer with my interviewer. So wonderful. I think he's still here officially, but yeah, you relocated to Pittsburgh several years ago. So, and then Potter says, or Jen could be mid-match, put down the camera, and enter the match. So
that would be a pretty cool thing.
Listen, Britt Baker, when she got her start, she was a backstage interviewer. And then she got into it with, I think, Ray Lynn, and then off to the races, right? So, and look at her now.
Hell, Alicia Fox was the wedding planner.
That's right.
Any profession can transition into, in-ring competition.
Yes, and you're closer than most.
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm just right there.
Oh man, Steve, if you're listening out there from Warrior, just throwing it out there, And anybody listening to this show, you didn't hear it here. Don't tell anybody else. They get a surprise. I mean, if I'm sure if you offered to, kneecap Frank the Clown, for unofficially for Warrior Wrestling, they would not say no.
I'd give you $10.
I mean, I think I would need a little more.
I know they're having some issues with Frank over there, and he had an you missed the entire press conference the last show. So.
Well, that I'm actually thankful for.
Yeah, you dodged that bullet. That's
sorry about your luck with that one.
Yeah, thank you, COVID. But anyway,
the one positive out of my positive test result.
What's worse, having COVID or sitting through a Frank the Clown press conference? We'll let you guys know after the break.
Getting COVID at a Frank the Clown press conference.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Anyways, you can see our work, of course. Showing a little bit, guys, on video. I think it was a January show. We were on doing that. So and look forward to having you ringside once again. I have a future show. Good working with you at WrestleCon again, of course. This has been a couple months because of schedules and such.
That was a lot. That was so much fun.
It was very cool to go to Dallas and still just be around so many friendly faces. To work.
Yeah, the wrestling, being behind the scenes in wrestling, I really haven't met anybody that has been a negative impact. on me. So
Good.
everybody usually is smiling. We're all like happy to be there, and it's pretty sweet. I love it.
The whole chat room team Amethyst. Frank the Clown gave Jen the vid, confirmed.
Oh no.
And I got to be honest, like, you are in the right place, because everything I hear about AAW, of course, the experience with Warrior, obviously the stuff that you're around in WrestleCon, like, is generally, you know, I've been around this business since behind the scenes since 2008, and still the chillest place is the stuff that I've recently had, and again, I love the promoters I work with here in Pittsburgh, but it's just a whole different vibe and level. You know, whatever they're doing out there, whatever's in the fucking water at wrestling shows out there, is so cool and positive. And now Seattle feels the same way, to be quite honest. It's a whole different thing, and a little bloodier, as we learned this weekend. What's that?
That's fun.
That's fun. Did you have a chance to see any of that Defy show by chance?
No, but that's one of the things that I have in my queue to do.
Absolutely.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Bring a towel for the main event, because if you're watching on your 3D projector, some of that blood may just come at you.
It's right.
That would be so cool if wrestling productions did like the 3D option, man.
The 4D.
Especially for deathmatch. Oh my god.
You just sit in the theater and just like get splashed, like, oh.
Like, what?
The first 3 rows are the splash zone.
That would be so cool to do. Like, if say you can't go, or you know, like you're at home and you just want to feel like you're at a GCW show or something like that. You just put your 3D glasses on and have fun.
You get spritzed in the face and be
Just
like,
have somebody stand in the corner of the room spraying blood on you.
Have you ever watched wrestling on a VR headset?
No, but that would be intense.
That's wild. WWE did that. I remember I went for Access in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
They had a demo where they had like Oculus headsets where the camera is positioned on the turnbuckle post.
Yep.
And you can look and see, like, oh, there's Randy Orton climbing on the announce table. What's going on over here at the same time?
So like you're like ringside, but up on the apron.
Yep.
You're not ringside. You're perched on the post.
Yeah,
Like
imagine.
a gargoyle.
Yeah, imagine like the AEW. Imagine like the AEW cams. They're on the posts, but you can look around. Like,
it was wild.
They were doing this like.
Feeling like Spider.
Yeah, they would take select clips from pay-per-views, and I actually got to use it on the Samsung Oculus. You know, when they were still running. And it was like, so bits from WrestleMania, bits from whatever pay-per-view, you know, going on, like, you know, Roadblock or whatever the hell they were having. It was very, very interesting. They don't do it anymore, unfortunately. And they were doing like NBA games on the same app, I think. So
my friend gave me his virtual reality to try out the last time I was hanging out with him, and he put me in a really crazy space galaxy paint program, and it was the coolest thing I've ever done in my life. I had a couple drinks when I did it.
Yes.
So I was
Awesome.
excited. I was just like, no. Just leave me here.
The thing I have...
And he had to kind of stand there and made sure I didn't run into any of the equipment in his sound. So it was so cool, though. I really want to get a VR just to start creating like cool artwork in outer space.
Yes. And you know, pop an edible before you roll into that. I have not tried that yet. I need to.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
But with supervision. Tina,
WrestleMania on Mars confirmed.
Yeah, WrestleMania on Mars confirmed. Tina's also saying,
wow.
Front Way Defy was an unexpected splash zone. I rewatched the main event today, and I because there was like, you know, I'm not. There's two points. There's one point where they were coming at my ringside guy, and then the camera just went down, and I had to use other cameras. But when he goes down, you see another photographer like running away from it like it's a disaster zone, like on the other camera, and I thought it was the funniest thing. And then they throw a bloody Tom Lawlor into the crowd, which
Fun.
You know, it's you know, that's safe.
I mean, I'm not really queasy at the sight of blood, or else I don't think I'd be a tattoo artist.
There was one part where Moxley slapped him in the face, and like I saw a slow-mo of that. Someone took a video of it. Like you could see, like it was just DNA everywhere. It was, oh my god, it was wild.
That's kind.
Absolutely wild.
Yeah, I really want that. Probably tonight. I'm probably gonna watch it when we're done here.
Awesome. I think
So that'll be
is it on Pluto? I haven't been able to find. It's supposed to be on Pluto for 30 days, but I haven't found it on their on-demand yet. So I'm
I'm not
hoping
sure.
I'm hoping it's on there.
Tina
So.
should let us know.
Tina, why is Tina the one that has? I want Defy to let me.
I don't know. Tina sounded like she knew more about the Pluto on demand than most of us.
Oh,
Tina, help!
Tina, help, Tina!
Help!
Can't technology over here.
I can see her over there, be like, "I'm on the way."
By the way, is USA just playing WWE old content after NXT these days? Because there's like,
Yeah.
what is
Yeah.
like it's old Attitude Era Triple H Vince McMahon stuff right now.
No, I think that's Evil.
Oh, they're
I think
playing
that's
Evil
what they've
on
been-
here.
I think they've been playing Evil after
Oh, that's cool. Well,
because that's a Peacock show. That's not like
oh, that
yeah.
makes
When do-
sense.
Because they do, after certain things, they do play the Attitude Era. I've seen that a couple times, and I just ended up continuing to watch.
Jeez. Yeah, like
I know they've occasionally shown like Monday Night War episodes, but I think right now after NXT they're showing Evil. I think they've been doing it after Raw too.
really. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I need to catch up on so much wrestling.
Well, you know why? Because you got playoffs for sporting events on, so they're not going to show their new shows. They're going to put
Some
stuff out there. that's
Good
already been produced.
recycled content. I watched the Hogan one. I haven't watched any more yet, but man, I gotta get back to this. This looks like the Stephanie one's on right
It's a
now.
good series.
Mm-hmm. It's a good series, and I
It's
understand
a really good series.
it's got some great people that worked on it. So,
That's what I've heard.
hey, you know what else?
Oh,
Some great people are working on some Slice on Broadway here in Pittsburgh. New York City style yins are made. Beachview, Carnegie, East End, and North Hills, 4 locations. If you are in the Pittsburgh area, and of course I know not everybody is, including our guest this evening or our regular co-host in New York, or well, Ronnie, you can get it. Fuck you.
I'll let Pittsburgh have its moment right now.
There you go.
I'm going to the North Hills tomorrow, so I'm going to get the slice on Broadway.
Listen,
Yeah,
Jen,
no, sorry, we're not going to get into a pizza discussion.
no,
No, we are not.
because there's a
No, we're
whole
not,
other
because
definition in
that's
Chicago.
a different podcast. That's
and
a
we're
different
not
podcast
getting into
altogether.
that.
Oh,
We will
Chicago
is-
respect
it's
the pizza regions, okay? Respect the territory, if you will.
Respect the casserole.
Yeah, that's right. Respect the casserole. God,
My
that
mouth
thing.
is watering at the idea of Chicago.
I've never had somebody, a delivery person, hand me food that was that heavy. Anyways,
like a brick.
It was like a brick. I'm like, oh my god, I ordered too much. This will take me a week. Anyways, enough of that. Slice on Broadway. I did not bring Tina Slice on Broadway. I was preoccupied. With
How dare you?
A lot.
Mhm.
A lot.
The disrespect.
Oh, the disrespect.
Exactly.
I bought
Exactly.
her brunch though to make up for it. But we will be investigating TSC approved pizza delivering devices for the next time I go to Seattle in the near future, I hope. So we
Like
will get that.
robots?
What's that?
Like robots?
What? No,
Oh,
like my luggage.
Oh.
So because we did. So here's the background, Jen.
The devices.
Something to keep it the right temperature and everything like that, so we can take
Or
it.
you're gonna
and-
bring like the box.
My idea is I'm going to get a pizza, eat half of it on the way to airport, and then so it's more packable, right? And then take it because we'd have gotten a pizza fresh, driven it. What was it? 6 hours to you, Mike, from here?
Roughly, yeah.
Roughly 6 hours. Arrived at Mad Mike's place, warmed it up, and ate pizza. A wonderful rewarmed pizza in his
It was
kitchen.
great.
It was, yes. So we will find out
Wonderful.
if a 6-hour plane ride will be just as warm upable. It'll be
Oh.
fine. No salmonella for anybody. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I think it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be
I mean,
fine.
you could drive
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
It's about the same. It's a 6-hour flight, 6-hour car ride.
Yeah. Definitely, cabin pressure doesn't have anything to do with it at all.
And,
You know
then
what?
with time zones,
Sometimes cold pizza is good pizza.
time zones is like no time at all. You know.
Mhm.
So unless you say don't eat it, we're good. So Slice on Broadway, it travels well, and we'll find out how far. So, and after that, the next stage.
And after that, you're bringing pizza to Vimmel.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna have to go to Vimmel. Hey, I hung out with UK James all weekend, so it got me thinking. I still owe Vimmel a visit. You know, after 16 years. Oh my God, that was 16. That was
Wow.
2006. He visited us from the UK. I got, you know what? I get the whole, you know, hey, since I've been traveling, I'm going to go to the UK. I'm going to visit old time Mayhemmer Vimmel. I'm going to check out a Progress show. I'm kind of required to now. And you know, other London things. I don't know.
Maybe see if there are NXT UK tapings.
See if there's NXT UK tapings, if that still exists by then. So yeah, you know, things like that. Hey, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. And I don't know, maybe I'll prophesize the doom of another professional wrestling company. Who knows? We'll be back after this.
What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohema, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm going to pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
For a foot or an inch, yeah, I fight for you all. Is the truth and I'm in, yeah, I fight for referee breath.
The world of pro wrestling, it's bigger than ever. So how can you possibly keep up with everything that's happening? Just pro wrestling news. Don't fear falling behind. Give us just 5 minutes every morning and we'll catch you up on the biggest news in the world of pro wrestling. No filler, no rumors, no spoilers, no pop-ups. Just pro wrestling news. Subscribe on your favorite podcast app or tell your smart speaker to play the Just Pro Wrestling News podcast. Find out more. Go to justprowrestlingnews.com.
Spawn's legendary podcast.
Works on the Grind TV Network on Roku.
Grind City. And you know this, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's like right place, right time, out of nowhere.
So what you saying?
Former tag team partner coming to save.
Tony Johnson, we saw him battle Edric earlier, but this is a 2-on-1 mugging.
We are back, Wrestling Mayhem Show. Sorg here in the studio. Mad Mike up in Beacon, New York. Ronnie in Ronnieville. That gets sliced on Broadway.
Sure, Ronnieville works.
Ronnieville. Ronnie from Ronnieville, Ronson.
I live right there.
What? Okay. And, of course, the fantastic Jendo joining us on the line as well from Chicago, with whatever their pizza is over there. Sorry, I need to stop right now. The pizza.
Wow. Delicious is what it is.
It's delicious.
I will say,
Time.
my sister got my wife a Gold Belly gift card, and we ordered deep dish pizza from Chicago.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Where'd you order from?
Oh, I forget the name of it.
One place
we
like
still have two more.
Was it like a chain? Kind of like a Chicago style chain? Like
it's I'm gonna see if I can look it up. See if I recognize.
The closest I have is Uno's Pizza down at the waterfront.
No, that
doesn't.
I know it's not. It's not really Chicago.
That doesn't
pizza.
count. That doesn't count at all.
No. After you've experienced Chicago, if it doesn't have a piece of film, you have to peel off the top of it. You're not in the right place.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Chicago in like 20 years, and the last time I went, we got stuck in an elevator at the mall.
Is it the one that's see-through downtown?
Yes.
At least you got to Austin Powers.
It
was crazy.
Poor Rob actually got stuck in an elevator in the Poconos the first time we went out for Maverick for MMA. Because I don't like the place was. I don't know what the hell was going on with that place. Like,
where in the Poconos do they have? Where's that?
It was.
I know where the Poconos is because I've been there, but
it's it's Lake Harmony and Split Rock Resort. And they were apparently doing a lot of renovation when we were there first, and it was really kind of sketchy looking. And we went this last time, and apparently they finished everything. So, and that was like, I don't know, September
Candlelight Pizza.
Candlelight Pizza. This is what the show is tonight. That's great.
Candlelight Chicago Pizza.
Candlelight and Rotten.com, man.
It was good though.
No.
Tina says Lou Malnati's is my go-to.
Lou Malnati.
Yes.
Lou Malnati's, Giordano's is usually like the two ones that everybody likes to say, but Pequod's is where it's really at, and I'll fight anybody if you want to argue with me.
Okay.
Yeah, Pequod's is where it's at if you want to get like deep dish. That's where like Chicago people go to get.
Not the fucking tourists, as
like,
somebody told me one time.
Goddamn tourists!
I was explained to me. Go ahead.
Also, the Stop Along has great pizza. My boyfriend works there.
Excellent. Okay.
All right, everybody's got their list. Everybody's got their list.
Hey, and while we're on the topic, if you find yourself in the middle of New York City and you want a slice of pizza, here's exactly what you do.
Go to any
pull
corner.
Out your phone. You pull out your phone. You go to your Maps app. You type in pizza. You look for the closest place that is first name apostrophe S, and that's it. You just go there and get a 99-cent slice, and you'll be all set.
That's how I found Joe's in Brooklyn. And it was excellent.
Yep.
I'm telling you, like that is my rule of thumb. I don't have a particular pizza place I go to because as long as you follow that simple rule, you're gonna get a good slice.
It's like pizza in New York City is like for camera people. What's the best camera to have? The one that you have on you at that moment. Right? What's the best pizza? The one over there.
Yeah, it's really funny. Like I actually went to a place like first name apostrophe S right in Times Square, which you wouldn't expect to be good pizza. It was really fucking good pizza.
I mean, it fucking better be, especially if you're gonna pay as much money as the middle of Times Square would be.
It was $1 a slice.
Shut up.
$1 a slice.
That's what's up.
I had 4 slices. It was wonderful.
That's where inflation does not exist.
Mm-hmm.
Birthday, and I ate like probably 3 slices of pizza.
Yep.
So
I'm telling you, first name _S, get the 99-cent slice. That's all you need.
So, speaking of topics that have nothing to do with wrestling, we were talking on the break.
Good segue.
We talked about Jen's tattoo shop, and your tattoo shop actually has some history to it and has been featured on television. You
Yes.
were telling us.
Yeah, we're on the Dead Files on the Travel Channel, and America's Most Terrifying Places 2, and Ghost Lab.
Nice. And then you've had experiences there and stuff, right? So,
yeah, it's very haunted, it's very real, and yeah, it's active. So you never know when something's gonna happen.
So hopefully nothing happens while you're getting the tattooed and you jump and.
I've definitely had stuff happen while I've been tattooing, and it's wild. And it's crazy too, because when the Dead Files were interviewing one of our old coworkers, I was talking to him about what was happening to me during these 2 tattoo appointments, and he was laughing at me, and I was like, all right, this motherfucker doesn't believe me, excuse my language. And then I go and I watch his interview, and he said the same exact thing, and I came back downstairs, and I was just like, are you kidding me right now? And he's like, I thought you were just messing with me. But I was not messing with him. And so when I was tattooing, I was in the middle of a tattoo, and it almost felt like like you were standing under an AC unit and a water droplet just landed on like this part of my arm.
Mm-hmm.
And it was cold, and it felt so real, and it was so cold, and it lingered. So I actually took my glove off and I wiped my arm, and I was wearing like a sleeveless shirt, and my hair is up when I tattoo. And I looked up, and I was just like, is there water leaking from, because it is an old building. I was like, is there water leaking from the ceiling for some reason? And there was not any water leaking. There was no AC. There was no way that it could possibly feel like there was water dripping on my arm. And so that was really bizarre. And it happened to me 2 different times, and both times it felt so real that I took my glove off, wiped my arm, and there was no water there. So
jeez.
I didn't jump or anything, but it was still like, that's strange.
All right, I do have a wrestling-related question. What is the worst wrestling tattoo you've ever seen? Like on a wrestler. So I remember when Michael Cole had his match. Everyone was like, Jesus, man, what were you thinking with your tattoos? Like that's the first one that comes to mind.
He was in a war.
I'm gonna choose not to answer that one.
Oh no! Oh no! That's like me, because everything I can think of are like people that I know that I have to see on a regular basis.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I don't want to say this, and then like, I know there's somebody that would know somebody that would be like, oh, she, this tattoo artist, blah blah blah, and then
okay, all right, fair enough.
I'm over before I even
fair enough.
I was just editing one of the shows this month. Oh shit, that narrows it down. And it was somebody I haven't seen for a while. Oh shit, that narrows it down. And he like and he comes out and he's got a giant tattoo that was not there before. And I'm like, fuck, what did you do? So sorry, I'll tell you guys out after the show.
You know who I will say did get a great cover up recently, kind of recently? Trey Miguel, his chest piece cover up is dope. It's really well done.
Nice.
So,
for those that don't know, what is it and what was it?
I think it was lettering of some sort. Maybe a date, if I remember. I don't know, but it was some kind of lettering, I believe, and it was covered up with an owl, I think.
For Anthem Sports, I get it.
My memory is the shit. So,
for Anthem Sports.
Yeah, he's on Impact Wrestling.
I remember seeing it, and I remember when he was like in the progress of getting it done, because that's around the time that he was like, I was around Warrior and him. So, and I was just like, oh, wow, that's really well done. So it was cool. I love seeing really well done tattoos on wrestlers. I'll say who I think has really well done tattoos, but I'm not going to say who I think.
That works too.
There's the chest tattoo. That's Yao.
I respect them.
Yeah, that looks really good. It looks like the freshest one too.
It's a heart. It's a heart with me.
Okay, I see it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's really well done. Whoever he went to is a great tattoo artist.
Good tattoo artist in Toledo, probably. So I feel like I can't get away from Toledo people.
I just remembered. Sorry, Trey. I just remember being like, "Damn, that's a really nicely done tattoo." But yeah.
Here's apparently.
Also, Sean Spears has a really dope sleeve.
So there's actually an article apparently of Miguel showing off. Like, there's his old stuff with the lettering. But what is this? Let me get to this website here. But yeah, there's a whole thing about it on the wrapup.com. Wait, never mind. This is a different. Sorry, I didn't see the face. This is a rapper named Miguel, apparently. My bad. Yeah. I mean, you saw the picture I was looking at, and it was in the results. So
hey, at least you tried.
Oh, here you go. Here's his old one. I remember the first time I met Trey Miguel.
God, he's a baby.
He was, yeah.
He's a baby.
It was for the welterweight wrestling shows. We went up there. I believe that was the show, probably the show where Dutters was interviewing everybody. And I think he's the one that, like, she made sure to she wanted her to stand up to see how tall she was. Because and you haven't met her yet. She's about like 6'2". So my friend Dutters, she's the one. I don't know if you've seen me share the ones with her. When we were out of California, and she had the Kicking Cancer's Ass purple belt out by the beach and stuff. So
well, I have Cancer's Ass. That's what's up.
That's right. But they did weigh-ins for it that we had to film. And he would go and you know, I want to weight under probably 205 or 180 maybe, I think, whatever it was. So he gets on the scale and they're like say some ridiculous number, and he's like, oh, excuse me, and he takes his chains off, and the referee sells like the chains are like, oop, okay, you know, and then he's fine for the weigh-ins. So that was my first impression.
So that's the old Dragon Ball Z trick.
Yeah, the old Piccolo trick, right? So,
weighted clothing, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
Weighted clothing.
That's right. But with style, if you will. Not to say that Piccolo does not have some style.
I was gonna say Piccolo had some motherfucking style, sir. Yes. Piccolo had some style.
Yes, he did. So, hey, I wanted to throw a question for the chat room and for everybody. We were talking last night about that Moxley and Tom Lawlor bloodfest, violent art bloodfest that happened at Defy this past weekend. So I wanted to throw the question out to you guys. What is your favorite or most memorable bloody battle over the years watching professional wrestling? And chat room, please chime in on your favorites as well.
Yeah, actually, Mayhem Mania is over. We should get back to the big question.
Yeah, there's a few weeks after Mayhem Mania, we're like, what do we do with the second half of the show? Do we just come up with wild speculation like we did last week?
We either did big question or remember when.
Yeah. Let's say remember the big question. Let's do that.
Yeah. I have mine if you guys need to think.
Go for it.
I'm gonna go Beulah versus
Bill Alfonso.
Bill Alfonso.
Oof.
Just my word, that man took a beating.
Yeah.
That man took a bloody beating, and it was wonderful. It was absolutely fantastic. That's why I've yet to see the Ziggy Heim Bill Alfonso match. I need to see it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get an IWTV subscription so we can watch that. So,
yeah.
we'll watch it together.
Okay.
So
I like it.
Oh, I forgot that was a thing. Holy shit. I need to get that just to see what all of our friends are doing in AIW. Because I keep seeing shit and be like, fuck, I got to catch up with them. Between
everybody has so much fun.
Yeah, it looks like I've been to those shows. They're so much fun. If you get a chance to get the, especially if they're doing I was at the Odeon show, the one where they brought in ICP for some ridiculous reason. I don't know why, but I was like, well, we gotta fucking go. ICP is gonna be there. Why not, right? And it was just a blast. That vibe is really, really cool. Awesome. Who wants to go next?
I'll take it. I'm gonna go with anytime Mick Foley and Terry Funk had a death match.
Ooh. Ooh. And with that last one, I watched those on the Stranglemania tapes that ICP put out. That's my first Japanese wrestling, really, was that stuff.
I remember the good old days of Media Play, when you go to Media Play at Ross Park Mall, and they would have those Best of Deathmatch DVDs, and those matches would be on there.
Tina's saying most recently Punk and MJF.
That was pretty bloody.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Have you guys seen? Well, obviously they were kind of giving an homage to Piper and Valentine. Have you guys watched that?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That one's fucked up.
That was one. That was one of the first ones when networks started dropping WCW stuff, NWA stuff like that. Like I was like, I need to find this match because I don't know where somebody was talking about it. I'm just like, you know, like what do you mean Piper was doing this kind of stuff before WrestleMania? You know, so but because even Valentine, you never saw that side of them at WWE, ever. Like,
yeah, the only thing I can think of that was like early WWE that came close to that was Slaughter and Sheik doing the boot camp match.
Yes, and I've seen those on tapes too. Yeah, yeah. Oof. Original Starcade 83 for Valentine and Punk if you want to go. Or Valentine and Punk.
God. Valentine and Punk. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, that's not a match, but I would watch it.
I mean, today, let's just make that happen. God. Damn it.
That's it. I'm tweeting CM Punk, and I'm like, hey, pal, this is what you're doing next.
Book it for VCW. Beastman, you hear me? Book it, pal. Anyways, geez, Jen, what's yours?
There's a lot. I really liked that one with Wheeler Yuta recently.
Oh God,
that was incredible. But anything GCW, really. GCW puts on some bloodbaths that are just like, you're at the edge of your seat and you're just grabbing your hair and you're just like, holy shit. So there's so many matches too that, I mean, I wouldn't even be able to name one off the top of my head right now. Because when I brain fart, right when that moment comes for me.
That is interesting because, well, it's really blood has come back in pro wrestling, hasn't it? Right? Like,
yeah.
Like, I feel like it was a thing I would see on the indies where it's like, guys, you're making $20, don't do this, you know, on like
but
the locals.
As soon as Cody and Dustin did it, everyone was like, oh, we can do blood again.
Yeah. Just WWE, or sorry, AEW in general is just like, we do this here. This is what we do. This is the kind of wrestling we love, and we're going to do it, and, you know, that's it. On television, you know, which is just bonkers and fantastic, you know, in its own way. And a true alternative, right? So, I feel like we're all like recents or ones we experience and things. I'm kind of with that too. Suzuki versus and actually, Jen, I think you filmed this one. Suzuki versus Oni Lorcan, Biff Busick. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like something. Yeah.
Well, I believe Biff had a match at the Collective GCW earlier that day for Bloodsport.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, like, there's a couple people that came right from Bloodsport to WrestleCon.
Yes. So he's fighting Suzuki and just starts bleeding like a minute into the thing because I think they reopened something from like, you know, an hour before down the road. So, and it just turned into this probably mostly unintentional bloodbath for this show. And of course, they bled all over our commentary table.
Oh, no.
And everything. But yeah, it was good. It was just like, what is happening? Oh no. But that was great.
Everything at that show was just like one thing after another. We were just like, oh shit. It was great.
Tina's saying it was Biff versus Moxley at Bloodsport. Of course it was.
Of course it was.
Of course it was.
I really did watch Bloodsport. That was when I left right when Bloodsport started to do the interviews for Fight TV and then the memorial match. So I didn't get to watch Bloodsport yet, and I still need to do that.
Yeah. Oh man, so much good stuff. So good right now.
There was so much great wrestling that week.
Yeah, and it just
That was
still.
Like yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
Well, I've been saying, I mean, at least for me, at least on my, I can say on the business side of things, I guess, it just feels like nothing, like WrestleMania week didn't stop for me, right? Because I found wrestling in Los Angeles. We did an MMA show somewhere in there. Plus, I've edited like 6 shows in the last month. Because holy fuck, Warrior, Defy. I might have gotten another booking this weekend for a different thing. It's just crazy, absolutely crazy. And I say amazing stuff every weekend. If you're liking WWE or not, don't worry, you got options, and it's a beautiful, beautiful time to be. The only thing is getting burnt out because there's too much, right?
Oh my God.
Especially since a lot of these are pay-per-views, and not too bad. A lot of them are $15-$20. Like Warrior's a $20 pay-per-view. GCW is like 15 or 20, right?
Yeah.
So
something like that.
It's versus the days of the $50 pay-per-view a month that we used to do. Like this is kind of okay if you got a little bit of expendable cash, or sign up for a damn. The Fight Plus or Indie Wrestling Network or IWTV or whatever, and get your fix, or New Japan.
IndyWrestling.us.
Yes, IndyWrestling.us. YouTube memberships. It's a wink.
Patreon.
That's my winky sound if you're on audio, by the way.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, not nudge, nudge. Please support us. But is Dr. Phil on this fucking show?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Dr. Phil's on the Evil show? Wow, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget to support professional wrestling, okay?
Well, they're showing,
I know you're doing Mr. Mackey, but that's actually a pretty good Dr. Phil. Being heel is bad.
Being heel is bad. You gotta be a
making
good
little
guy.
kids cry bad, Sasha Banks.
You can't be doing that kind of stuff.
Oh my God. Other than blood, guys, what did you learn from wrestling this week? I learned that there are many ways to film professional wrestling. And just because they're different does not mean they're bad. It means they're different, and they're awesome just the same. I think I said this in discussions with them, and I think we talked about it last night. First time I saw Defy Wrestling, I was like, what is this? It's 24, it's cinematic, it moves everywhere. Holy shit, I would never film this way. And then after experiencing and working with everybody that knows how to film that way, it was like, oh my God, I get it. It was, I said it last night, it was just 6 cameras of guys that know way more about lenses and looks than I do. And I told them, I was like, listen, this is your show. You know how to do this. You just have me in your ear to direct, and you're tethered to a wire this time. And my God, they gave me so much to work with, and it was so much fun. And it was, I told you guys when I sat down after having no sleep for the last 3 matches of the collective at Black Label, and oh God, guys, I have a crane cam. What do I do with this? It was that thing, except I had 6 cameras all night, and I had a floater cam that I looked down and he's up in the balcony. I looked down and he's down behind the fans getting shots. I looked down and he's a 3rd camera at ringside getting me shots. And it was so wonderful to do that. And again, watching that back, I can't believe it's like a weird dream state watching that match back and how things came out. And because again, it was the final match of the night. I had figured out how to use all the tools and all the people that were there, appropriately, and as appropriately as I could in 3 hours, I suppose. And my God, that was just so much fun. I want to do it again, and I want. And was that Jen?
What, Defy? You said?
Yeah, Defy. Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Well, I mean, Jen, you know how we're using 4 cameras over at the Bendix Arena for those kind of extra angles, right? And I don't know if you've seen the latest show. We got a new angle. on that crowd.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Remind me to send you the watch link later. You're on the crew. You're good. But so you can see what we did with that. But man, I want more cameras on wrestling shows so bad. Like, I get it. And it's just more to play with, you know, and more to just paint that picture of what's happening in the ring, right? And it's just so much fun. By the way, randomly, just because I looked down and we're talking about wrestling tattoos, there's this guy who wants that.
Damn, good.
What's that?
That's good. That's really well done.
That's a stone cold montage.
That's dedication.
I don't know, back of somebody's calf.
That's a pretty penny right there.
Look at that color on that. Jeez.
Yeah. Who did that? Does it say?
Spider Trey on Twitter. So apparently Trey had tweeted it. Let me see if I can pull up the tweet and see if he tags whoever it is.
Shout out that tattoo artist, because that's really well done.
My tattoo artist has the sickest Steve Austin tattoo ever. No sense at all. At Mikey Brown Tattoo, but it doesn't link through. You're aware of him?
An Instagram of some sort. I've asked Trey who does his tattoos before, because they're really well done.
Mm-hmm.
He linked me his Instagram, and he just has really killer work. So Mikey Brown.
There you go.
I don't know where the tattoo shop is, but he's an incredible tattoo artist.
While we're generally on tattoos, if you're in the Fort Lauderdale area, I want to give a shout to Jake Steele. He does some great stuff on Instagram. Also, he does wonderful 3D Pokemon paintings.
Oh,
that are fantastic. I think I told you guys about him when I visited. He does. So our one podcast, he's like 25 years sober, and he has a bunch of tattoos, including the logo to his podcast. And he's a behavioral health therapist and everything, right? So he goes down to Fort Lauderdale because he moved from the Pittsburgh area to Fort Lauderdale, and goes and gets some more work done. And he's got his arms tattooed with these phrases and everything, and it's pretty cool. He's doing these hand tattoos right now, and you know, get some good work done.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, who next? Who has to go next for what you learned?
I didn't watch wrestling this week.
I don't care if you watch wrestling.
You can
That doesn't
still
mean you
learn
didn't
something
learn
from wrestling.
You
What
know,
about
I mean,
wrestling this week.
what'd you learn from the show tonight? I'll buy you some time. Tina says, what I learned, wrestling is amazing and crazy and still riding that high from the weekend. God, aren't we all? Jeez. Well, but
what?
Because she was at Defy as well.
Oh, okay.
So.
I learned that I need to visit Chicago so I can get a tattoo in a haunted place, eat some badass deep dish pizza, and tag along for Warrior Wrestling.
Ronnie, we'll strap you to the roof one of these times. I'm going to start going back to Chicago in July. And also, just saying, All Out Weekend.
No, I told you I'm coming to All Out Weekend.
Then you better book an appointment with Jen now. Okay.
Yeah, you might want.
I will send you a tweet. An inbox tweet.
There you go. There you go. Please accept the follow from Starks Wrestling on Twitter. Mad Mike, what'd you learn?
Oh, what did I learn this week? I learned that I really just missed Asuka in the ring.
Oh my God, yes.
I missed her so much.
Fucking stole my shit.
Like, no, that's absolutely fine. Like we give WWE crap a lot of time. That 6-woman tag match on Raw, we didn't really get to talk about because we were talking about everything. What a fucking treat! What just a fucking treat! Like there was a move where Asuka kicked Sonya Deville off the apron into a facebuster from Liv Morgan on the floor. It was fucking magic.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Fucking magic. And I don't know why none of those women are booked on the pay-per-view. I don't know why. Just put them all in a 6-way match for the title. Right. I don't care. Just fucking book them. Oh, God.
Jen, would you like to add on to that?
For just like in general?
Yes.
Like I learned that I need to start watching Raw again because Mustafa Ali is back.
Yeah.
He is an incredible wrestler, so I will watch.
I want to say you don't have to watch it as a whole, but that might be a DVR later kind of thing.
Drips and drabs.
Yeah. Like
just anything with him on there because he's an incredible wrestler. So
and he's getting in it with the Miz, which is like perfect, right? So like
and we're eventually going to see Ali versus Ciampa, and yes, and please, give me that match. Give me that match. Give it 20 minutes.
Is that on the pay-per-view?
No, Sorg, nothing is on this pay-per-view. I think there are 6 matches booked and only 1 title match.
I think that might be the
Nobody's
pay-per-view.
gonna watch this.
I think that's going to be the show. I think that's it. They've been booking light lately. They've really been booking light lately.
Yeah, but this is the house show.
Yeah, I know it is, right?
No, honestly, actually, strike that. I went to the MSG house show. Guess what? Every match on that show was a title match. Except for 1. Every match on that card was a title match.
For the house show?
Yeah. I
Which
mean,
one?
no titles change hands because it's a house show. But still, like, when you're booking more title matches at your MSG house show than you are on your pay-per-view, there's an issue.
Slide it under somebody's door, Mike. Guys, thank you so much. Wrestling Mayhem Show. Mad Mike 4883 on the tweets.
Sorg, hockey's giving me anxiety. We're in double overtime and no one has won this thing yet.
Rub some wrestling on it. Ronnie Starks Wrestling on the tweets. The Ronnie Starks on the Instagrams. He's everywhere.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere.
bro. Every time I go to a new city, that song's stuck in my head, right?
God damn it. Now I'm gonna have to listen to something after this to get it out of my head.
Or list that song.
Thanks a bunch.
You're welcome.
Want to go down that song?
And now she's unaccepted the follow.
Unfollow.
Starks Wrestling blocked. Blocked, I tell you. You gotta go to a shitty tattoo artist.
I don't want to.
And of course, Gendo Tattoos on Twitter, right?
It's at Gendo Tattoos on Twitter and at _Gendo Tattoos on Instagram.
Okay. Go follow up, and we will see you. I think you're making it to St. Louis next month, right? Not to put you on the spot. We're figuring it out. We'll figure it out. We'll get you down.
Well, you are now, I guess.
I'm not going to say because it depends on if I have any other freelance shows.
Oh, that's right. There was a freelance show that day. That's right. Bookings. The bookings. That's okay. There's a lot of stuff happening this summer in Chicago. We'll catch up then. So plus an entire weekend at the end of summer. So.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm at Sorgatron on the Twitter. If you want to look in there, and on my Instagrams, I'm at Sorgatron everywhere, including TikTok. Sure, why not? Actually, I have behind the scenes from Derek. Our buddy Derek just dropped in the chat room. We're going to try to get him on a future episode too. Ring Film Dude on Twitter. I see over on the video. Yeah, we're gonna get him on the bullshit with us a little bit too in the future. But I think he had something else going on tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Or I fucked up that booking too. I don't know. I'm not good at booking people. Obviously, I forgot to tell Jen 9 o'clock our time instead of her time.
Good job.
Yes, that's why we were like really late tonight. Because I'm like, oh, sorry about that. I'll wait for you to get ready.
Yeah, I'm like thinking that I have all the time in the world to do my makeup, and here he is like, "Are you ready?" I'm like, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah.
Taylor, so sorry.
Yeah. I expend all my good organizational energy Saturday nights when I'm live on Fight. So. But thank you everybody for joining us. We will be back next week. Our guest will be Shaza Boatwright will be joining us on the show, and we're going to be talking about the upcoming Showabunga. So, and definitely, and I mean, like Ronnie, you know the theme of this one, right?
Oh, I'm going to make so many Ninja Turtle references.
Yes.
Aww.
Yes.
So here,
I'm just going to be eating pizza during the show.
I think I might dress as Shredder.
All making the Ninja Turtle references as well.
Excellent.
If you don't have like a little bandana with holes cut in it for this,
don't think I won't.
Holes cut with it. How about actual bandanas that I got out of the Ninja Turtles movie box?
How about you know what? Get on it.
Listen, I had the bandanas. I was a charter member of the Ninja Turtles fan club in the 80s.
Do you still have them with your Ninja Turtle stuff?
I do, actually. I have the bandanas.
I think we need to make this happen next week.
I was wearing them for a while
Please
for
do.
some reason.
I'm stopping out of the
Please do.
studio this week.
That's
We're
just
going
how you look now for any time you come shoot video or do production. You're just Ninja Turtled out.
You see, look at the episodes of this show from like deep in COVID lockdown when I did not give a fuck and just started wearing bandanas over my hair because
I think that's when I met you.
What's it? Probably yeah. I was doing the Brandon K. Because he does that style.
They call it the Ryan Mitchell.
The Ryan Mitchell, yeah. Ryan, I know Brandon K more doing it because he's like, like he's like, I mean, his life is a. I'm trying to figure out the right band. He's wrestling's Bret Michaels. I think is a way I can think about it, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
By the way, side note, I'm watching AAA and somebody comes out to Shook Me All Night Long. And I'm like, fuck, did Brandon K make it to AAA? So, I'm sorry. That's a joke for everybody local with Rise Wrestling. But no wrestling locally to plug. Go check out Revenge Wrestling. Hey, I'll be on Revenge Wrestling at in Erie, I think, unless something else comes through, which we'll find out soon. Or I might be in Detroit. Who knows? But either way, there'll be wrestling this weekend. And, of course, a lot of great stuff happening in Pittsburgh area next week. Check out our friends RWA2PW and Rise Wrestling for their dates this month as well on their respective YouTube channels. And we'll see you guys next time. I forgot how to close the show. We'll see you then. There's the file. Mayhem out.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.